Hey there, guys. Okay, we're going to be going to Clash of Wills again by request. I have gotten quite a few people saying, please do a clear where A2 is the primary damage unit. I figured it out. We're going to get it done. Let me just tell you right now, I hate A2, the unit. I think she is horribly designed. She is clunky. She is annoying. I'm not even talking about her broken ass chain frames on the LB. I'm talking about her rotation and that We're gonna get in here and do the clear. I made it work. Let's do the clear rank 1 all modifiers with A2 so I can use this idiot girl and then dumpster her. I hate A2 at this point. It's taken me like an hour and a half to figure this clear out because of A2. This is the party we're going to use. Let's get the clear in. All right, here we go. It's similar to the previous clear. The only difference is we have turned the difficulty up about 7 notches because we're using A2 instead of properly built 2B. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to start off with Ihana doing Rage Beast Roar. We're going to dispel Lilith. We have to bring Lilith to add damage to the party because we can't use Runda because A2 can't even buff killers for the party. Lilith is now going to do Kiss of Betrayal and Double Rapture just to, hit the boss for morale. A2 is going to triple offensive. Chizuru is going to do Strong Samurai, Staunch Samurai, and Breezy Barrier. We're going to have Sylvie. And this is all after you dispel Lilith, by the way. Because once again, we don't want Lilith covering because a whole different topic. Lilith can't tank for shit. That's a whole different topic of Lilith being unable to tank. But she can deal damage. So we're going to go ahead and Magnus with Sylvie. We're going to do Petals. And we're going to do... I am sorry. I'm a little bit irritated because this has been a frustrating clear. I'm ready to get it done. All right, so now we're going to start in the base form with Kaito. Go to the shift form. Then we're going to do Deep and Double Destable for morale gain. All right, Sylvie is our provoker currently. Passive provoke with evasion, etc., etc. Resistances, the usual stuff. If you saw the previous clear, you kind of got the idea what's going on. And we're not using Tsukiko by request. People said, I don't have Tsukiko, quit using Tsukiko, so she's back on the bench, even though Tsukiko would be a wonderful addition here, but we're not going to use her. Okay. Paladin Sylvie is going to do... what are we doing with Sylvie? I got a turn chart. I'll have it in the comments. We're going to do Compassionate, Vines, and Offense. Ihana is going to be... Now, okay, before you say in the comments, what if I don't have Ihana? I already see it coming. Ihana is here for one reason, and you're going to see the turn chart. Ihana does one thing. Every single turn, she casts Human Killer. That is it. She is the best Human Killer in the game. If you don't have Ihana, you can replace her with a weaker Human Killer, like 2B, for example. But anyway, Ihana is going to use just Human Killer every single turn. We're going to Human Rune on A2 because A2 has no Human Killer. Great design. And we're going to use Human Rune on Lilith. A2 is going to, again, just triple offensive. Chizuru is going to Eastern and then double Breezy. Lilith is going to just do the same thing. And Kaito is going to do, on this turn, Crashing Waves. We're going to do Deep and Destabilizing. Okay. So, some more attacks. We are going to AoE Mirage them because of the defense we did last turn with Sylvie. The boss imbues herself with lightning, but Sylvie's wearing resistance. Actually, this turn the boss has no accuracy, so Sylvie's evading it all anyway, except for the fixed, which can't be imbued. Okay, turn 3. This turn we're going to deal a little bit of damage, so we're going to do this in a specific order. First of all, wait for the auto-casting. Best part of all Clash of Wills is loading up your party with auto-cast. Ihana is now going to, again, her only duty. We're going to Human Rune on A2. We're going to Human Rune on Chizuru. Let's see. Sylvie is now going to do Bolt Egg. We're going to do Petals. And we're going to do Compassionate. Kaito is going to, again, this is all before we deal damage. Kaito is going to Unpredictable. We're going to Downpour and Deep. So, Downpour and Deep. Chizuru can just reload. And Lilith is now going to use her SLB with the triple offensive of A2. So we're going to go ahead and send these. And they're not going to chain properly because one is bolting and one is... oh, hey, it sort of did. Interesting. Anyway, whatever. We did a little bit of damage. That was the whole point here, is to work the boss closer to 50%. So some attacks on Sylvie. Normally the boss would be imbued with lightning this turn and dealing like no damage, but we dispelled the imbue with Kaito's Crashing Waves. So this is non-elemental damage with accuracy. That said, Sylvie can tank it. On the other hand, turn 4 is a lot more painful, and we're not going to be able to tank it with Sylvie, so we've got a plan for this. What we're going to do is, first of all, Sylvie is going to shift and get us ready for bursting on turn 6. So we're going to Thunder Magnus and double Cheerful. Go ahead and do that first. Ihana is going to Human Rune on A2. I hate these short duration buffs. A2 and Lilith. We're going to shift Chizuru this turn. We're going to do Dedicated Samurai Slash, because that fills morale gauge. It's low damage, but it's a morale fill. We're going to do the awesome and excitingly and super cool designed SLB of A2. And if I see one more freaking person defend this SLB and saying, oh, it's not that bad, I'm a master mental gymnast and I can perfectly chain this with my fingers while blindfolded. It's so easy to perfect chain. You're lying. You're lying. Anyway, so we're going to use Lilith to now do Rapture to heal. Okay, we're also going to do Shroud for Omni cover and Veil of Night to imbue the boss with darkness, and she's going to absorb it and take no damage for this very painful turn. And Kaito is going to Deadly, Natural, and Deep. Deadly, Natural, and Deep. Am I doing all this properly? Yeah. Okay, so you ready for the fun part? Here we go. SLB, and oh, this is so easy to chain. It's very, very typical, and we all loved Balthier's frames, and oh, there, broken chain. Yeah, it's so fun. It's easy. It's great to chain. I realize no one else is doing Extreme Nova, but I can make it work with other people. I can't make it work with her because it's a stupid... Who thought it was a great idea to give her a weird delay? Anyway, here is the painful turn, but we're absorbing it because of Lilith. She is absorbing it. She does get the tank one turn the entire fight because she can cheat it and absorb. Lilith, whole other problem. She can't tank. She can't tank this fight. I mean, she can if you build a team like if you bring Runda. But yeah, anyway. So now we're going to do morale again with Sylvie. Sylvie is going to do Petals. No, back to the base form. And double Vine or double Petals. Mine doesn't really matter. Ihana, with her wonderful 2-turn buff, is going to do Human Rune on A2 and Human Rune on turn 5, Chizuru. Got a little turn chart. Alright, we're going to dedicate it again. It's not going to deal any damage because the boss has the barrier. We're going to do Yorha, Inorganic, and Finisher. No, and Offensive on A2. I realize that gets rid of her Thunder Imbue. That's okay. Lilith is going to betray on double Rapture. And Kaito, we need Mirage this turn. We're going to go to the base form, and we're going to do Receding, Tranquil, and Downpour for the bigger Machine Killer. Or the only Machine Killer. Okay, now our morale is maxed out, and we're good for bursting. So we're going to Mirage the attacks, some light damage on Sylvie. Not really, but actually the boss has no accuracy this turn, or he does. I don't know, whatever. We're taking, this turn is very, very minor damage. It's not a problem. Okay, burst time. Thankfully, A2's Hateful Blades at least proper frames. Alright, Sylvie is going to shift, and we're going to do Limit Burst. We are going to Ihana, lovely killers. A2 Human Rune on A2, and Human Rune on Lilith. Alright, and the DPS. So we're going to base form LB of Kaito. We're going to SLB Lilith. We're going to LB Chizuru, and we're going to Hateful on you. So we're going to make sure you click Kaito first with his base form to break the shield, and then deal the damage. Now this should deal, 2.5 or better pretty safely and push the threshold. Okay, threshold pushed. We did 3.1. Damage is, the Hateful Blade, the twice in the entire fight you can actually use it, is actually kind of good damage with A2. I gotta be honest. She does good damage with her one skill, which is now on cooldown. Isn't that awesome? Anyway, now for the first action on this turn, we're going to use Sylvie in the shift form, to Blessing. We're going to, let's see. I got my little list here. I can't find my list. Oh, here it is. We're going to I've Got Your Back on herself. Are you kidding me? She can't even cast that on herself? She can't cast that on herself. She can't refill her own OB gauge. Sylvie, you shitty too. Oh my god. What? That messes. We're gonna keep going. All right, Ihana is gonna human killer on A2. Why can't she cast that on herself? And we're gonna cast it on Chizuru. Kaito is gonna shift. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna Deadly, Natural, and Crashing Waves. Chizuru is going to give us Mirage with Focused Strength, Barrier with Focused Mind, and Focused Body for bigger physical mitigation that Lilith can't provide. Alright, Lilith will do Betrayal and Double Rapture. We will have A2 do Triple Finisher. No. This is so... Alright, Sylvie is now going to... We're going to change it up. We're going to do Lightning. We're going to do Clever. And Offense. Okay. And A2 will triple finisher. I can't believe... Alright, we're going to chain this up now. It should be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I have to fix my turn chart. Anyway, we're going to Mirage all the damage this turn, so who cares? Alright, turn 8. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. It should be. Alright, turn 8, we are going to Tyvis' Spirit, our Chizuru. Lilith is going to just reload. A2 is going to double finisher and gentle trader so she doesn't die. Ihana is going to do human killer on A2 as well as Lilith. Kaito is going to do downpour and just double deep. We'll go ahead and do that first. And Sylvie will do in the base form. We got a Mirage again for next turn. We're going to do Compassionate, Defense for Mirage, and Petals. Alright. Alright, 1 second. Yeah, and then we, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3, yes, correct. Okay, chain this up. It really is fine. I'm sitting here freaking out about this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter that we couldn't do that. I'll just make an adjustment on the turn chart. An adjustment on the turn chart, I mean. Anyway. Alright, so... Yeah, I'm really distracted now that my perfectly planned out clear, I had it so planned out on paper so perfectly, and then I had a little hiccup. We ran into it. I'm not running this fight again. I'm ready to get rid of A2. Alright, so now we are going to burst for real. So this is where if your Sylvie's LB is ready, this is where you would LB. Because it is not ready, we are going to do... we'll just do triple compassionate because her LB is not ready. For the healing. It's not much. Alright. And we'll go ahead and do the resist buff. We'll go ahead and do this buff. Because her LB was not ready, we'll do the big attack buff. We'll do the big defense buff. Ihana, on this turn, we'll do Human Rune on A2 and Chizuru. Alright, and we're going to Deep ×3. We're going to SLB. We're going to Shift and LB. And the boss is going to die right here. I'm kind of panicking. We're not even going to attempt to chain this garbage SLB. We're just going to freaking finish her move because forget the LB because Hateful Blade isn't available. Isn't that awesome? Anyway, chain it up. And the boss is going to die right here. And if not, it's okay too. We're good to go. Yeah, we killed it right here anyway, so whatever. The turn chart handles it. We have Mirage from defense on the previous turn, so we were fine there. But the if you don't kill the boss, the clear is planned out until turn 10. So follow the turn chart. There it is. Perfect score with A2. Please never ask me again to feature A2 as a primary in a video. I'll definitely be using her again. Look! Lilith outdamaged A2. And I'll show you the gear. All the best gear went on A2. This is no bias here. That is just janky-ass A2. It can only damage twice in the fight. No, once in the fight, because her Hateful Blade was only relatable again on turn 10. We couldn't even do it again. Here's the damage breakdown. So Chizuru did 1.5, Lilith did basically 3, A2 did 2.8, and yeah, perfect score. There it is. So this was more of a Lilith clear than an A2 clear because A2 can't even carry her own Clash of Wills. 2B can, not A2. Alright. So let's show you the gear. So Sylvie is passive provoking, same exact build as last time. Passive provoke, counter, 190 lightning, 310 holy, and here it is. She's passive provoking and she handles all the tanking and counters with healing and all that goodness. There we go. Ihana is here for one reason and one reason only. As you saw, all she did every turn was Human Rune. 250 human killer. Her entire purpose. If you don't have her, bring a different human killer buffer. If you can bring one that can deal damage, even better. Human Rune does cost a ton of mana, so I gave her 80% mana reduction with Formal Suit and 3 stars. She's dual wielding a morale card, bulk, guts, and Rage Beast Roar. Someone's got to dispel stupid Lilith on turn 1, and Ihana handles that. So she does that, and then she spends 9 turns casting Human Rune. A2, 11,500 attack power. Didn't do her any good. Didn't help. Didn't matter. She still got less than Lilith. All my Clash gear. The Ruler's Helm, the Ruler's Chest, the Magister's Ring. She's using the best I've got. The best card I've got, a Premium Titus 150 card. Maxed everything. I even gave her, hey, she's even maxed on Esper stats. I think she's on the Ashura Esper. She is as best I can possibly gear her. And I gave her Guts because she usually dies on turn 7 because, yeah, she's awesome. And she's on the Ashura Esper, right? She got the cream of the crop of my gear and still lost to Lilith because Hateful Blade is a great design. Isn't it so cool to give her a shitty SLB and then with a low modifier, even if the frames weren't bad, the modifier is trash anyway. On top of that, her Hateful Blade is so awkward and bad to use because you can only use it like. So there she was. You guys requested it. I did an A2 clear. Kaito, same build as last time. Empyrean Rod in the base form. Some guts, bulk, etc. Always watching me card. Dual wielding, and for some reason he lost his. Wow, I hate that. It doesn't matter. Kaito did fine. Kaito did his duty. He sealed the boss with the elemental weapon. Lilith, highest damage on the clear, and she also helped us out with the turn 4 stuff because on the other clear we used 2B to mirage the party. Can't do that with A2 because she has no kit. So here's the build we did: 9400 defense, LB versus humans and machines, 275, 300 max, and there we go. She did decent damage. Chizuru, base form, just support stuff, type versus spirit, a lot of bulk, etc. Shift form, damage versus I keep saying beast, humans and machines, and I think she's maxed on everything. Max. She is. There's the clear. Okay, so I was hoping they'd like fix A2 during maintenance. Didn't happen, obviously, so I guess we're stuck with her. Great. There's the clear. See you next time.